Yeah, welcome to my house in Greeley, Colorado that is currently for sale. I'm really not trained to make a sales pitch. It probably sounds like that, but I'm kind of recording this for me as well. I like this house. It's got some memories in it. And I thought, I'd record it for me, and maybe I'll stick this on the YouTube channel and share it with y'all as well. So that was obviously the living room, and this is the saltwater reef tank I think I shared with you guys on another video. These guys are all live corals. This one that you see right here, when I got it, was about the size of a quarter. Same with this green one here that's now, it's actually two layers. You can see a little bit under here, and then there's another layer right above it, so it's actually started to make a second tier. This was like two branches, and this yellow stuff over here, this is called Leptostrea. It was just a quarter sized as well. And that orange thing that you see down on the bottom is a flower anemone, and there's some brain coral. Anyway, this is my TV set. I don't watch television as a general rule, unless you count YouTube. I've been watching videos on YouTube, mostly the folks circling around Bob Wells and RTR and Adventure Van Man and Pandemonium and Carolyn, both the Carolyns, and all you folks. But that's about all I watch, and I watch that at night just before I go to sleep, and so I can dream about my exodus into nomad living. So anyway, that's my aquarium. This is my living room. Some of my photography. I took this, sorry for the glare. I'm looking for a way to get away from it, but I can't. This is a picture of Shadow Falls, taken on a hike in Idaho. So that's the living room, dining area, kitchen, obviously. Double doors that lead out to the backyard, and a rather nice deck. We usually put potted plants out here in the spring so that we have flowers and things. We sit out on the deck and enjoy the flowers. This is a bedroom that's been kind of utilized as a craft room. Pantry, also known as the dog house. So this is where the dogs stay when we've got company over and we don't want them being troublesome. This is my kind of hobby room, I guess. A couple of my guitars. I just gave one of them away the other day. This first one here, this was my first guitar in this case right here. It's a 1937 Recording King made by Gibson. It's completely trashed. It doesn't have any of the mechanics on it. I mean, I was like 10 years old and trying to be cool when I got into my teens. I think I spray painted it at one point. I actually took it to a luthier and he started to restore it, but I kind of lost faith in the guy and asked for it back. So it's kind of in the middle of a restoration. All the mechanics are off of it, but I've seen them in Hollywood with holes cut in them. Guys have put holes. It's an arch top F-hole kind of acoustic guitar, and guys have cut holes in them to put pickups in them, and I've seen those sell for as much as $1,100, $1,200. So I think if I got this thing restored, it'd be worth a little bit of money, but I don't think I'm going to keep it. I think I'll either give it to my son or give it to somebody who really appreciates musical instruments. And then I have this is a Carvin cutaway 6-string in this second case here. Best playing guitar I have ever held in my hands. I mean, I've played some expensive guitars. It has carbon rods in the neck. It's a mahogany body, so it has a little brighter sound than perhaps some of you Martin players are used to, or rosewood bodied guitars. I just gave away my Yamaha D235. That's a rosewood body guitar to somebody who expressed an interest. And then this last guitar over here, this one in the back, that's my electric. It's a PV generation kind of a Telecaster body with a flame maple top and a red back. I think I paid, I don't know, something like $400 for it back in the 80s, and I think it's probably worth maybe $600 today. It's considered vintage. Ooh. So here's some of my books. I know that I've mentioned that I'm a bit of a bookworm. These are all my books. Down there is my Encyclopedia Britannica that I started with many decades ago. And some other stuff. Some of my school books, school notes, things, some software that I've used in the past. And so, got to get rid of all this stuff too. Ugh, so much to go. This master, or no, this is the, oops. This is the guest bath. Hey. Master bedroom. This is I'm gonna miss this bed. It's a comfortable bed. This is my other aquarium. Also salt water. This one here, for a while I made concrete plants. So machinery that was used to manufacture concrete, to mix concrete. Big ones. I mean, you know, filling concrete trucks kind of stuff. Tons and tons of material. And as it turns out, concrete chemically is about the same as reef rock. It's calcium carbonate. So I experimented with making some of my own reef rocks. That is a terrible focus, and I apologize. So this was my experimental tank. It's about 11 gallons, probably looks bigger. My TV, which I almost never watch. I do play video games on it though occasionally. I'm a Skyrim fanatic. Anybody else a Skyrim fanatic? And then the master commode and closet with my dirty laundry. I'm airing my dirty laundry for the world to see. Who knew? A couple of Jack and Jill, his and her sinks, whatever. Big tub. This overlooks the backyard. And then downstairs, walk back around this way, towards the kitchen and living room again. And then down the stairs. Try not to fall on my keister here while I'm living my life vicariously through a 3-inch screen on the back of my camera. And here's the downstairs. Opens up into this room. This is kind of a secondary living area, I guess, if you will. This was my youngest daughter's bedroom for a while. And she was a Victoria's Secret fan, and you can see the little pink stripes that she has. We've since converted it into a massage room. This was the first piece of furniture that my wife and I bought 35 years ago. What a history in that thing, if wood could talk. Ooh, big flare. Laundry area. Big space also. I mean, there's a lot of room in here. 2,700 square feet, I think, is the total on this house. And then the downstairs bathroom for my daughters. Sorry for all the quick panning. I'm probably making y'all dizzy. The other thing that I do, I used to teach digital animation at a small college in California, private college. And I started collecting movies back then. This was, I want to say, in the early 90s, I think. Right now, I think I have about, I don't know, 1,000 movies, maybe. Some old VHS tapes. What I would do is I would bring in a movie for the final exams. We'd play some movie that had digital animation in it in the classroom for the final. My old desktop computer. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And the printer. The printer I think is small enough. I mean, there's my hand for comparison. So I might find a way to keep that. I mean, a printer is kind of handy to have if I can find space. And then this is my oldest daughter's bedroom, which is cavernous. It goes back into her closet here, and then this is the area where water heater and furnace. It's really too dark to see. I won't waste my time there. So yeah, that's the tour of my house. And we had a pretty good turnout today. We had, I think, 20 folks look at it yesterday, another 20 today. And a couple of folks were expressing quite a bit of interest, so hopefully we'll get an offer this weekend. That would be great. And then I can pay off my debt, have a few bucks left over to finish converting the things I need to convert and buy the things I need to buy. And then I will be a free man.